Hi guys, so here we are starting Unit 7 Polynomials, okay? And you will have this lovely foldable that we are going to fill out in this video. And it's talking about classifying, finding the degree, adding and subtracting, okay? We will continue on with multiplying and dividing throughout the week. But we're just going to talk about what is a polynomial and how do we classify them? Okay, so we talked about monomials before PBL, and an example is x. There's one term, that's it. 6, that's a monomial, there's one piece to it. Negative 9y, still a monomial. Yes, there's two things, a negative 9 and a y, but this is still one term. Okay, a binomial, or bi means two, would be this. I have two terms. Are these like terms? No, I've got two of them. So guess what? A trinomial means 3. Oh, hello, x squared plus 8x minus 2. We're going to see a lot of these, okay? And then polynomial means many. So we've got 6x to the 4 plus 7x cubed minus 5x squared plus 2x minus 11. So there's not just one term. There's not just two terms. 3, 4. There's so many, we're just going to call it a lot. Okay? Now, here's some not examples. Okay? So 1 over x squared, not a polynomial. X to the negative 3. Well, remember, when you do this, you're going to get something that looks like this. So obviously. And then 5 to the x. Nope, that is exponential, so not that. Okay? Now, the really cool thing about polynomials is there are degrees of them. And I don't mean hot and cold temperatures. I mean degrees. So, what we're looking for is how I don't know a good way to say this. Okay, so look at this section here. This is a monomial, right? Because it's one term. If I was going to add it, I'd have to look for things that match exactly like this. So we're going to look here and here, and we have to add those together. So the degree of this is 8. Look at this one. Well, there are no exponents, but yeah, there really is, because there's a 1 right there. So the degree of this is 1. What about this one? Well, you're going to say, that's to the 1. No, it's just a plain old number. The degrees of this one is 0. Okay? Because we're measuring, or we're looking at for the variable. This has no variable, so it has no degree. Okay? Look at polynomials. Now, polynomials, the difference here is that we're going to look for the highest one. Okay? I've got 3, 2, there's a 1 here, and then there's a 0 here. But not an exponent 0, just there isn't a variable, so the degree is 0. I know that's confusing, but what's the biggest number I circled? A 3. How about here? Remember, when it's just an x, there's a 1 there, and that's the degree of the variable. So this has a 1. This has no variable. The highest here is a 1. And then 12, blah, 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 blah. What is, this here has a 1, this has a 1, and this has a 1. So 2 plus 1 This one has exponents adding up to 3. This one has exponents adding up to 2. So my degree here is a 3. Okay, awesome. So that's how those work. And I know they're a little confusing, but in short, you're looking for the biggest number. But if you've got two variables side by side in the same term, you have to add those up. Okay? All right, let's come down here and look at adding these fabulous polynomials. This is fun. I love this. No, I'm not a big nerd. All right, so you've got a trinomial and a trinomial. We're going to add them together. Okay, well, like always, you have to do like terms. So -4 and +8 is just +4. +9x and -2x, +7x. Oh, that 7 looks ugly. Then 8 plus 5, because these are the same things, 13x squared. That's it. You're done. So look here. Can you do it side to side? Sure. It's a little, don't love it, but we can do it. Okay, let's start with our Plano numbers. That's a 7. Okay. Now let's look at just our x terms. Well, I've got 1x and -5x. That leaves me with -4x. Okay. -2 and -6, -8x squared. See how fun these are? Super easy. Okay, now this one, I'm going to stack this one like the first one was so that we can see exactly what's happening. Okay, so my Plano numbers, -10, okay, because this all goes together. And then I'm going to look at this. This guy has to go, and he's positive. Now, I don't have anything for the -7x. So can I just put +0 as a placeholder so I don't mess up? Yes, please do. So we've got -8, -7x. 6 and 9 is 15x squared. Okay? Ta-da! So let's look at subtracting. So same idea. Okay? Super similar. Here's the thing though. I almost forgot. Do you see this negative outside these parentheses? Of course you do. That's like a -1. And if I'm gonna have a -1 there, I have to distribute. Well, you had better distribute. So I'm gonna distribute, distribute, distribute. So this becomes negative, negative, and positive. So 1 plus 5 is 6. -7 and -2 is -9. And then -14 and +11 is -3x squared. Okay? Ta-da! So look at this one. Can you do it side by side? Of course we can. But I have to take this little friend and distribute to each of those places. So I get -7x squared minus 3x minus 10. Okay. So a -7 and a +4, -3x squared, +5, -3, +2x squared, 2x, whoopsies, 6 and -10, minus 4. Got ahead of myself. Okay. Look at this one. Oi. I'm going to stack this one so it's easy to see. But once again, same process where we have to distribute this negative. So now I've got positive 5x squared. Okay. But I don't have any x squared terms. Oof, what do I do? Okay, well, it's going to squeeze right there. I've got no x cubes. I do have an x term. It's now negative x, and now I do have a negative 7, okay? Because this 3 and this 2, even though they're both in the front, I can't add them together because the x squared and the x cubed aren't the same. So they don't match. Okay, plain old numbers, negative 6. And I've got 8 minus 1x, so I've got a positive 7x. I didn't have any x squareds, so I just write down my x squared term. And then I had no x cubes, and I have these 2 x cubes. So now I have this very long polynomial just from subtracting. Okay, so good job. Now I want you to go into Go Formative. And take your quiz.